Howdy folks, it's Sonelias and welcome to this Let's Play of Master of Orion. We were playing at Darlok and we're going to carry on where we left off last time. So we left off at the end of part 2 in turn 52. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to load that particular game here. Now do bear in mind that we'll be carrying on from where we left off. We had 2 colonies at that point. We didn't have too much actually in terms of production going on yet, or at least not in terms of production output I should say. I'll recap on that shortly. My apologies about the delay since the last Let's Play had been released. I've been a little bit doing a Let's Play for that as well. Anyways, let's carry on, but let's first look at our production queues here. So this particular production queue is set to produce a colony ship in about the next 6 turns or so. I'm just going to add some additional items to this production queue here. I need a destroyer because we basically found that pirate base. Can't do anything with it yet until I actually get rid of it. And I'm actually going to build some additional frigates as well. So let's put that destroyer ahead of that. Now I'm also here looking at the other planet here. That is the government support facility. I've got the research lab and that's the star base. Now I do want to basically get a marine base ready there as well. I think that's it for the moment. So I'm just going to leave it as that. In terms of the output, as we can see, there is, due to the gravity, there is a reduced production of food and research. Now I'm actually already at the limit here in terms of food production. So it's going to be in 18 turns before the next population member will be produced. Population member number 4. So ideally this would really be a good place to be able to move population to, which hopefully with the next technology release I will be able to do. Now I have just finished research on a new item, so I actually got the research of shields as well as neutron blaster modifications. Now what we're going to do, we're going to basically look at what we can research next. I think I'm going to focus in this instance on, what shall we do? Civilian transports will be handy here, particularly since that one planet base's got a shortcoming in actual food production. So we can actually use the food production of Nazine number 2 to basically move population to that other planet, Orion number 4. Let's go over to the next turn, and at this point in time we should see that that pirate ship that we basically had last turn moving towards us, actually getting close enough for us to actually have to engage in combat here. And they do 2.75 damage to us, whereas we do a lot more damage to them. Okay. So, whilst that has actually happened, what can we have a look at next? Now, where do we want to basically place that colony ship to once it actually completes? And that's a radiated planet. I don't think that's really a good idea in terms of actual production. But it is a rich planet in terms of actual minerals, so that would be a benefit. But in terms of food production, there is no chance of that at the moment. Now we do have a swamp planet here. Lots of food production options on there. Maximum population 11. What about Misha? Can we go to Misha? There is a barren planet there. Again, food production is an option on there. In terms of gravity, it's normal, but maximum population being 5 could be an issue. We've got other possibilities around here. There's a few, but not too many. So what am I going to do with this particular vessel here? I'm going to build a gas harvester. So I'm going to increase my credit production here. There's another fleet that needs some of my attention. So we're able to explore our last planet before we send them. Let's send them back to where we were here. So if I send them to that unexplored planet there, that hopefully gets us a little bit closer to home. Just progressing time here until we actually got something happening here again. And we've just completed a spy. Now that means I've got my second spy awaiting order. So the first one is doing counter-espionage on Nazine 2. The second one I'm going to move to my other planet. So I'm going to move him to Orion number 4. We'll be there in 2 turns, at which point I actually will be able to do something with him. Government support facilities have been completed on Orion number 4. I'm just going to carry that on. And again, a pirate fleet has been detected. And I'm sure that they will come towards us again. Yes, they do.
For your eyes only, hindmost.
Our colony ship is ready. This vessel can settle a colony base in any inhabitable planet, carrying 1 population unit inside it. A colony ship has no weapons, so a military escort is recommended. Choose planets with good biomes to boost population growth and high mineral richness to increase production. Check the planet's gravity to make sure it doesn't affect the productivity. Right, the spy has just arrived here, and we're just going to issue orders to him to basically do the same as the other one. Counter-espionage. Now we do have a fleet that requires our attention, which is this one here, which is fine. So I'm just going to tell it to actually go towards that planet. Then the same actually goes for this one. It's not a planet, it's actually a jump point I'm sending it to. Perfect. So destroyer number 3 is the next up in production. And we have finished the gas skill harvester. So we should see that that production here has increased because of the... Well, in this instance, it just says, I think it says resources there in the credit balance list here. Let's progress to the next turn. And next again. And once more next. So at this point we should be engaging in combat here. I'm going to set it to auto-resolve again. Those outposts are pretty good. So we've suffered hardly any damage here at all. 10.55. And we can now issue orders here. So the colony ship itself is ready. Just going to send it to the outpost itself. And as you can see, it's automatically merged those 2 fleets into one. And I do want to send it to Misha Prime as quickly as I can. I'm going to issue similar orders for this factory ship as well. So they'll be both getting to Misha Prime without too much delay. I finished some more of research here.
One more veil is drawn from
civil transport option is available now. Which am I going to go for? Military tactics I could do. Gives me troop transports. Trade goods. Could always use the additional revenue. So I'm just going to do the economics here to get the additional revenue through. Okay. And I'm going to go to the next turn. Next turn again. We got the actual additional research occurring over there.
GNN.
Population
Galactic
boom in
News
Nazi
Network.
2. Perfect. So that means our whole world population will grow substantially.
Rate has doubled for unknown reasons.
Unknown reasons. Interesting. Wish there was some way of actually doing that through technology. That'd be interesting. So it looks like the Psion have just colonized Remus Prime. As long as we go towards that system there, that shouldn't really affect us.
And now, the news.
Space Dragon
Do not panic.
lurking. Okay, we have completed our destroyer. Now, if I now send that destroyer here, now in a second I should, I guess, see that there's another pirate coming out. Hopefully not too quickly. Gives me a chance to settle that world. Yeah, pirate fleet detected. Just like I thought. Now, I believe the Marauder class is actually a destroyer in itself. Yep. So they're heading our way. Threatening fleet detected. Yep, fine. Alright, so we've just explored that planet here, which actually turns out to be a gas giant. And we should be able to now move into that system over there. Now, we have got a colony ship with us. I will move it into place and I will colonize this planet here. Now, one of the key things I really like about this game is these little actual bits of animation here. So it shows us actually colonizing that particular planet. Our spaceship is landing, it gives us the stats of the planet, so it again emphasizes some of those key bits of information for us. Okay, so at this point I really want to basically get some population boost. And in terms of production, I want to basically get an automated factory going, hydroponic farms, as well as fungal farm, I believe. Yeah, that will work on a barren planet, so perfect. And government support facilities as well. My apologies. So that should be available with us now. Now, what can I already do? I'm already getting +1 in terms of production. And if I buy this building here, that should be boosted to an additional level. So I think that's going to take it to 3 in a minute. So anything else this turn? I don't think so. So perfect. Let's see where the pirate is. And I'm just going to set this destroyer to guard duty at the moment. And I'm going to set this frigate to guard the planet there. Orion 4 has grown in population. Perfect. So population growth has occurred. What can I do here? I'm going to basically be able to build that fungal farm here as well. Because again, this is a barren planet. The question is, should I prioritize that over the starbase? It might be sensible. Since it will actually give us additional population growth on the planet.
This is GNN.
Mythical Orion is being discovered by Cylon.
Cylon Quanta ships have recently visited the legendary Orion system.
Interesting. And I thought I actually discovered that before, because it's over here where Orion is based. Pretty sure I sent my ships into that system originally. Could be mistaken. Let's do some new research. So we just completed this bit of research. So what are we going to focus in on? Now we've got private funding here. Probably better if I focus in on the actual missile technology here. So if I'm not mistaken, next turn that pirate vessel will arrive. Yep, it has. I set it to auto-resolve. And it suffered 26 damage, whilst they suffered 250 damage. So have I actually got damage to my ship? It doesn't look like it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to send it to that planet there. It's a volcanic planet. And we do have a spy that we can assign now. So it says awaiting orders. I'm just going to tell it to go to that new colony I've just built. Okay. Perfect. Now that ship has not finished its job yet. Tell it to go here. I'm going to issue instructions to build a military outpost. Again, my apologies. I think my hay fever is acting up again. So carry on to the next turn.
This is GNN.
Population boom has
The birth
subsided.
rate has returned to normal on the Darlok
So that means that it
colony
didn't
world.
last too long. I must have benefited from it somehow, but okay. Let's have a look at the home planet. Now we are at population 11 out of 14 at this point in time. Lots of investment in terms of the production. Next colony ship should be ready in 8 turns. I could of course boost that down to 7. Doesn't really make much difference here. I'm going to invest some additional credits into that building there, which will actually give me additional credits later on as well. Should I? I probably will do that. Yeah, I'll get that before I actually get the additional frigates. Looking at the other colonies, this is Rayon number 4. I'm going to do the same here. Build that revenue entry. And then on the final planet, our production queue is coming along nicely. I'll just move that forward again. Now the destroyer here is ready to move into orbit around the pirate base, and I will actually destroy it because it gets to be quite annoying. Unfortunately, it survived my attack, so I'm gonna have to do that same thing again next turn. Again, attack it, and then hopefully I'll be able to take it out. It survived again. Interesting. Let's do that again next turn. It gets to be a bit repetitive, doesn't it? So, drop all. Finally, we take out the pirate base.
Your crew descends
but we
to
do
investigate
find
the
some additional
remains
population
of the pirate
members.
enclave. The destruction is near total, but a constant thumping can be heard under a pile of rubble.
So we got additional
Further
population
investigation
in arena
reveals
number
an
4. Now, in terms of actual race, they all seem to be from our own race for some bizarre reason. So I don't even notice any other racial appearance here. Okay, let's just go with the fact that they are our own people. Right, I'm gonna send the destroyer onto Misha Prime. And in the meantime, I'm also gonna progress to the next turn again. Now our spy has arrived over here. I'm gonna issue orders for that to do counter espionage. Just gonna carry on with that next turn. Whose system is that? That's the Meklar we've encountered. Oh, there is no retreat option. I would love for there to be a retreat option here, but unfortunately my scout gets destroyed by the Meklar. Oh well, so be it. It gives me an extra incentive to actually place a outpost over here. Again, we finished some research here.
One more veil is drawn from the truth.
Updating my blueprints to actually incorporate that into there.
Secrets.
And we're going to choose some new research here. And there are some options at my disposal here. I can basically get the technology that gives me the cruiser. Different missiles as well. But I also can basically take here different types of bombs, which could either be fusion bombs, or I can choose to go with the fusion beam. In terms of actual this electronics here, sorry about that, Ian. I guess I'm gonna go with that one because that actually gives me the ability to do either an electronic computer or a deep scanner. Should only be about 8 turns. Carry on to the next turn again.
This
Getting our destroyer
is
closer
GNN,
to home.
Galactic
The state of the
News
galaxy.
Network.
And now, the state of the galaxy. Current ranking of space fleet strengths.
And we're not even in the top 3 in terms of military power. Do I care? Probably not that much. I'm quite happy with how it goes thus far. Colony ship 2 completed at Nazine 2. Colonial Revenue Service is the next building in line. So I can now issue orders to this ship here. What do I want to do with it? I can of course colonize that planet, that swampy planet here. The question is, are there other planets in the area? There is another barren planet over there. It's got artifacts and it's poor, but it's large. It might be beneficial for me to start a colony over there. I just need to make sure I can basically place some military outposts around there as well. Fleet needs orders. Sweet. Finish that one. Moving that in position here. So at least again I can build another military outpost. Another 10 turns for that. If I were to go to my original planet, Nazine number 3, I will build yet another colony ship from here. What else can I build? Atmospheric renewer I will build as well. So actually I've got quite a high level of pollution already. So I might want to actually prioritize this and then basically move that up to a slightly more prominent position. So I'm going to remove that pollution first. There's no pollution here yet, none here either. Well, none, I say it's at a fairly low percentage. 1%. But these two have been merged into one, and I'm actually going to move them to back up that military outpost. In reality, as you can see, I can actually pretty quickly advance through these bits of tech over here. Or tech. Turns, I should really say. We have discovered a electronic disturbance. That probably means that someone has actually built themselves a colony there. And that could be the Scion. Could very well be the Scion. Or could be the Meklar. I don't know. The only way to find out, of course, is by going there myself. Do I want to do that for the moment? I think I'll just leave it be.
I am the mouthpiece of the hive. We are the Klakon. We are many.
Yes, I can see that. You are very, very many. Klakon, next race that we've encountered. I think that's pretty much all the races that there are. Yes, all of them are now filled up. So the Klakon being one of them. Let's have a look at the Klakon and our relationship with them. That's guarded, guarded. Pretty much all of them are guarded. Actually, the Mershan and the Scion are worst in terms of appearance, or appearance in terms of output.
State the nature.
Let's see what I can do with the Meklar here.
Enter trade parameters.
I'm going to see if we can
Minimum
establish
viable
embassies.
conditions identified.
Perfect. I can establish an embassy.
Parameters accepted.
Thank you, Meklar.
Recording specifications.
What would make
Found
a trade treaty work?
conditions necessary and sufficient.
I'm going to basically go into
Code
trade with the Meklar.
202 accepted. Goodbye and have a nice solar period.
Have a nice solar period. I guess day is what he means. Solar period being another way of saying day. Pirate fleet detected near the movies. Okay. Not good. I will need to take my fleet from here and move him down there. I had hoped to be able to get around that issue.
Secrets from the Cabal
We've just
hindmost.
completed some research. Now, I think the actual electronic computer is more beneficial to me than the actual deep scanner.
One more veil is drawn from the truth hindmost.
Okay, I can update my designs.
Secrets from the Cabal.
And what I'm going to research next, I will research the actual neutron physics, I think. Neutron collider, mass driver, and also our neutron rifle.
Our secrets.
Perfect. Looking at the actual amount of time that's progressed here, I want to basically keep these sessions slightly shorter than I've done previously, so about 20 odd minutes. We're slightly beyond that at the moment. Thank you again for watching though. If you liked what you saw here today, please click the like button. If you want to basically get more of this kind of content, please subscribe to the channel and you'll be notified about any future releases. Thanks again for watching and look forward to seeing you on the next one.